everyone, and welcome back to Build Your Own Bounce. As part of this video, we have another storytelling show. After our storytelling, we have Kit performing some of his amazing magic tricks. We hope you enjoy the show. We'd love to encourage you to dramatise your favourite storybook, or maybe even make up your own story. Maybe you could also learn a magic trick. There is the Build Your Own Bounce pack to download in the description below or on the Bounce webpage, which has our treasure hunt, some printable crafts and our timetable for the morning, along with our challenge. Maybe you could have a little picnic with your family and play some board games with them too. We'd love to see some of your photos from today. So if you make any crafts, create a story, or build your own puppet show, or play any games, maybe your parents or carers could send those in by email. We really hope you enjoy your day. Our next bounce is on Saturday the 2nd of October in our building! We cannot wait to see you again in person. You will need to register in advance for this event. If you would like to stay up to date with the latest news on our children's groups and events, then you can join our mailing list. Lots of love from all the Bounce team. Bye!
Hello, my name's Mike and it's my job today to do a little bit of storytelling, and I'm going to use a book that I wrote. This book is called Thistle Sands. Now, Thistle Sands is all about a day trip to the beach. So I wonder if you went to the beach this summer, maybe on one of the hot sunny days. I wonder if you packed loads and loads of stuff, because that's what I think always happens with a trip to the beach. There's so much stuff to take. People have to pack their trunks and their swimming costumes and their towels and their buckets and their spades and their picnic rugs, maybe their camp chairs and a beach ball and their suntan lotion, and the list just goes on and on. So that's what we'll find happens in Thistle Sands as everyone heads to the beach. And then what we'll see is we'll find out where all of those things get used. And along the way, throughout the story, we're going to hear some Scots words. So Thistle Sands introduces some Scots words that might be new to you, so you'll have a chance to hear those and learn what they mean. So let's do our trip to the beach, to Thistle Sands. It's a bright sunny day. Let's go and explore. Thistle Sands are just within reach. Follow wee winding roads, hike through a field, cross the dunes, and you'll get to the beach. People trek slowly with deck chairs and food. Jamie zooms past them all on his scooter. But he speeds from the path into sand and gets stuck. And then it's a bit of a footer. It's a bit of a footer. Bringing your scooter to the beach. I don't think that was a bright idea of Jamie's, was it? Let's see who else has got to the beach. Heather arrives for a swim at the beach and, like everyone, needs to get changed. Some hide behind windbreaks or wrestle with towels, getting their swimwear arranged. Wasting no time, Heather pulls off her clothes. There's no chance that she'll dilly-dally. Her long legs flash white as she runs to the sea. She's fast, but she's so peely-wally. There's Heather. She's got pale skin. She's, you might call, peely-wally. That's Scots for pale. Wee Archie stands watching the surfers, determined that he'll have a shot. He wants to ride waves with the big boys, not paddle around like a tot. Just wait till you're older, his grandad advises. For surfing you need brains and brawn. But Archie insists and jumps on a board. Grandad sighs. That laddie is thrawn. There's wee Archie. He's jumped on someone's surfboard. And his granddad says he's thrawn. He's stubborn. He wants to do what he wants to do. Oh, now it's time for something a bit spooky. Exploring the rock pools down by the cliffs, Gregor discovers a cave. It looks like a tunnel with no end in sight, but holding his torch, he feels brave. He steps forward slowly, then gets a big fright. There's a howl that's ghostly and spooky. His cheeky friend Robbie leaps out from the dark, making Gregor fall on his bahookie. He's fallen on his bottom, and bahookie is the brilliant Scots word for your bottom. Poor Gregor. Ailsa and Duncan play with their beach ball, bouncing it hard on the sand. But the gathering breeze blows it high in the air. Where is it going to land? Agnes Auld's head is the place that gets hit. She's so dazed that she has to shake it. Poor Agnes was peacefully lost in a dream, and now she looks totally glaikit. She's all a bit daft looking because she's been hit on the head with a beach ball and woken up. The sandcastle contest is soon to be judged, and Finlay is building with zest. After hours spent digging and crafting, he's certain that he'll beat the rest. With windows, a drawbridge and towers 1, 2, 3, he's proud of his fabulous palace. But his flourish of planting a flag on the top proves that Finlay has been a bit gallus. Finlay was a wee bit too bold, a wee bit too proud. He thought he was going to be the one to win the contest. And now he's squashed his sandcastle. Dear me. At the back of the beach, the sand dunes are huge. The wind and the waves make them grow. The Doherty kids love to clamber up high and slide down like they're sledging on snow. But with soft sandy slopes, they're terribly tiring if exercise isn't your habit. Their legs turn to jelly. They flop to the ground. All that climbing has made them feel wabbit. They're wabbit. They're wiped out, exhausted. Caitlin has made the most beautiful shapes by lining up shells on the sand. She collected them first in her favourite pink bucket, then laid them out gently by hand. But the tide's on the turn, and with waves washing in, heading straight for her pattern so neat, as all of her shells are scattered away, Caitlin sits down and has a good greet. She's having a cry, poor Caitlin. Her patterns are all washed away. But here's something that might cheer her up. The children all hear the soft tinkle of music, the tune from an ice cream van. They race up the beach, cross the dunes and the field to get there as fast as they can. It's Kirsty who's selling the cones, cans and sweets and tablet that's made by her granny. Her dad serves the ice creams and she counts the change. That's easy for Kirsty. She's canny. That means she's clever, especially clever with numbers. She's canny. Here's someone who's not so clever. Lachlan is paddling in rock pools, poking around with his net. He finds a big crab and some starfish and seaweed that's slimy and wet. He picks out a few things he'd like to take home and puts some wee shells in his pocket. But a crab inside one of them gives him a nip. Lachlan slips and ends up all mocket. He is filthy, isn't he? He is mocket. Mr. Craig wakes to find himself buried. All you can see are his eyes. He'd only lain down to have 40 winks. This new sandy bed's a surprise. Was it you? He bellows at Morag, though he knows that she isn't the type. It was Struan. She points to her brother. He shouts back, "You're such a big clipe." So Struan thinks that Morag's a bit of a telltale, a clipe. I wonder who you think buried Mr. Craig when he was asleep. Maybe it was Granny. She's got a cheeky wee smile, I think. There's a cricket match on, some football as well, and a volleyball game will soon start. There's even a barefoot all ages race for those who feel young at heart. But Hector's dog Shug is after a ball. He steals one and then does a runner. His teeth are so sharp that it bursts with a pop. For the footballers, that's a real scunner. It's a scunner, a disappointment. The sky is now turning from blue to pale pink. People wearily pack up their stuff. For some, the long walk up the dunes to the car uses the last of their puff. Mr. Brodie feels fine. He takes big deep breaths, piping everyone back with a skirl. Agnes holds hands with Caitlin and Archie. They finish the day with a burl. A wee spin around, a burl. There we go. And that's the end of Thistle Sands. And everyone falls asleep in the car on the way home. There we go. I hope you enjoyed Thistle Sands, a little trip to the beach, and learnt a few new Scots words. Now you know you're bahookie. Maybe if you're clever with numbers, you can think that you're canny. If you're telling tales, you're a clipe. Maybe if you're a bit daft looking, you could say you're glaikit. A wee bit pale today, bit peely-wally. And if you fall over and get filthy, you've got a bit mocket. And if you're exhausted after this story, maybe you just feel a bit wabbit. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.
Well, hello boys and girls. It's really great that you're able to join us for another Bounce Magic Online. So welcome to all those of you who are watching. My name's Kit, I'm the Conjurer, and I've got 2 or 3 magic tricks that I'm going to share with you today. But before we start the magic, we have to remind ourselves of something, because Bounce has a special magic word. I wonder if any of you remember what it is from last year. No, it's not abracadabra, and it's not hocus pocus. It's woofle puffle. Did anyone remember? Well done. Now you're going to have to say woofle puffle with me in order to get the magic to work. So we're going to have a practice, and I'm going to count to 3. And when I get to 3, we'll all say woofle puffle loudly together, just to make sure we remember it. So are you ready? 1, 2, 3, woofle puffle. Well done. I could just about hear you from here, and that means we can get the magic underway. But I have one more important thing to show you, and that's this silver container here. This silver container contains a very important hidden ingredient, and the hidden ingredient is woofle puffle dust. And if we sprinkle a little woofle puffle dust around, you'll see it helps the magic work. Now the first thing I want to show you is this box. It's a rather strange box because it's got 3 sides, not the usual 4. One at the front, one on that side, back to the front, and one on that side as well. And you'll see that each side has a blue door. And on the blue door there is a fearsome looking bull with a red head and yellow horns. And on the front there's another blue door with a red bull and yellow horns. And on the left hand side there's another blue door with a red bull and yellow horns. They look very fearsome. And what's inside the box, you might be saying to yourself? Well, I'm going to show you. We'll undo the doors. There they go. We'll lift the box up, we'll turn it over, and we'll see nothing except me. Hello, can you see me? You can see me. That's great. But nothing in the box. It's an empty box, but we're going to do some magic with it. We'll put the box there, back on the table, close up the doors, and this is where the woofle puffle dust comes in. We're going to sprinkle in a little woofle puffle dust, and then you're going to help me with the magic. So in goes a little woofle puffle dust like that. Here's the magic wand. I'm going to count to 3, and all together we'll say woofle puffle and see what happens inside our red box. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Woofle puffle. Whoa, look at this. Inside the box there's a hanky. And not just one hanky, but 2 hankies. A blue one and a purple one and a green one. That's 3 hankies from inside the box. Wonder whether... Oh look, there's a red one. And there's another blue one. And I do believe there's a yellow one as well. Look at that. Yellow, blue, red, light blue, green and purple. And you did it by magic, by saying Woofle Puffle, well done. Do you think there's any more magic left inside the box? I don't think so. It looks pretty empty to me. Let's have a look again and see. No, nothing inside the box, except for me looking out at you. I think we've used up all the magic, but we might give a try to saying Woofle Puffle one more time. I'll sprinkle in a little Woofle Puffle dust as before. Here it goes. That's right. And now we'll say Woofle Puffle together and see if there is any magic left inside the red box. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. All together, Woofle Puffle. Wow! I do believe we found something else. Look at this, it's a flag. You may not recognise that flag. It comes from a country just across the North Sea from Scotland. It's called Holland. But you might recognise this one. This one is the flag of the United States of America, the stars and stripes. And here's the flag of a country that you might have been on holiday to. Anyone been to France? That's the French flag. Oh, and this is another one from a country far away. Do you see that lovely red leaf? That's the flag from Canada. There's one we recognise, the Union Jack. But here's one. I wonder if any of you come from India. That's the Indian flag. Here's the Japanese flag with the red sun on it. And this one, also the other side of the world, is Australia. And this one is Italy. That's another nice warm country to go and have your holiday. And here we have a cold country. Don't think I'll go there. That's Norway, up in the north, a land of ice and snow. And you woofle puffled all these flags from our red box. Well done. Do you think we've used up all the magic, or do you think there's some more? I don't think there can be any more in here. Let's have a look and see. Is there any more magic in here? Turn it upside down, inside out, and only me looking at you, and you looking back at me. I think we'll just put the box together, close up the doors, and put it away, or shall we try one more time? You think we'll try one more time? Okay, well, you see if you can work the magic this time. I'm going to count to 3, wave the magic wand, but I'm not going to say anything. The magic depends entirely on you. Here's the Woofle Puffle dust, just to get it going. Here's the magic wand. Let's count to 3 and see if there's anything left inside the red box. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that wasn't loud enough. I think you need to say it louder in order for the magic to work. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. Well done. That's much better this time. Let's have a look and see whether you've managed to magic anything else into our box. Well, there's a sort of ribbon here. Look at this. No, it's bigger than a ribbon. Certainly tie your hair up with that. It's bigger. It looks like some sort of a rainbow streamer. Look at all the colours. Yellow, orange, red, purple and blue. The colours of the rainbow. And it seems to be going on forever and ever. Where did this come from? Your magic really worked. You said Woofle Puffle, and look what's happened. We've got the colours of the rainbow coming out of our red box. More and more and more and more and more and more. Look at that. That's absolutely amazing. And you did it because you remembered the magic word. Well done. Let's put the box away. Of course, there's something else I want to show you, and that's over here. What I've got here is a pink coloured balloon and 2 very sharp needles. You can see them glinting against my waistcoat. I'm going to hold them nearer to the camera so you can see the pointy ends, and you'll see how sharp they are. There they are. And I'm going to put my... Oh, that's really sore because these needles are very sharp indeed. Now what I'm going to do is to do some magic with 2 sharp needles and the balloon. And you'll know that sharp needles and balloons don't go very well together. If you put a sharp needle into a balloon at your birthday party, it goes pop. But we're going to try some magic with a tube that I've got over here. It's a magic tube. We'll magic it in just a moment. It's a silver tube, and it's got some holes in the side. And these needles can go through these holes, right through the middle of the tube, and if I jiggle them, out the other side, there it comes. So that's 1, and here goes the other needle into the middle of the tube, through it goes, out the other side, and now we have two needles right through the middle of the tube. Can you see them shining in the light? There they are, and they go right through the middle of the tube. Let me hold it close to the camera so you can see the needles going through the tube. There they are. Well now, what happens if we drop the balloon into the tube and put the needles through? Do you think the balloon will go pop? I hope not, but perhaps we ought to magic the tube first. So a little bit of Wuffle Puffle dust, and I think Wuffle Puffle again, just to magic the tube. Are you ready? When I get to 3, we'll all say Wuffle Puffle and see what happens. 1, 2, 3, Wuffle Puffle. Now we've magicked the tube. We'll drop the balloon inside and we'll try and blow it up. There it is. It completely fills the tube from end to end. In fact, it's bigger than the tube and it's trapped inside. I can't pull it out or move it. The balloon completely fills the tube. Now this is where it gets a bit dodgy, because what I'm going to do is try and poke the needles through the balloon. And if the magic works, they'll go right through and out the other side. Are you ready? Let's try the first one. Oh, I didn't like the sound of that, did you? Did you hear that? That sound... Oh no! It popped twice as it went through, but the balloon's still holding. Perhaps the magic is working. Let's try it with the other needle. Here's the hole, let's put it in. Oh, goodness gracious, that was a nasty pop. I hope the balloon's all right. I wonder if the magic has worked. Out it comes the other side, and there's two needles right through the middle of the balloon. Can you see them going through the balloon like that? Right through the middle of the tube, and the balloon's inside. Let's take them out and see what the damage has been. I wonder if we can take these needles out without causing the balloon to burst. There's the first needle out. Here comes the second one. Ooh. There's the second one. That's two needles out. The balloon's still got its air inside, but perhaps it's held by the tube. Do you think it is? It's impossible that two needles could have gone right through the balloon and the balloon hasn't burst. But let's give it a try and see. There's the tube. Here's the balloon. Let's blow it up and see if it's still whole. Yes, it's still whole. The balloon is still whole. The needles went right the way through and out again, and they went through and they came out without bursting the balloon, because you said wuffle wuffle, and we did it by magic. Well done. We'll put the balloon away, we'll put the tube away, and we'll put the needles away, because I'm going to tell you a story. And this is a story about a pirate ship. And here's my pirate ship, which I brought along to show you. The pirate ship is a lovely picture on the front of this folder. Here the pirate ship is sailing towards you, and on the back the pirate ship is sailing away. So you've got a pirate ship, and where you have pirate ships, you do of course have pirates. And I think we might find a pirate inside our pirate ship. Yes, yes, there he is. There's a fearsome looking pirate, and his name is Peg Leg Pete. Can you see he's got a wooden leg? Of course, he had a nasty accident while he was pirating one day. And in fact, there's not just one Peg Leg Pete. Peg Leg Pete has a twin. There are two Peg Leg Petes. Would you believe it? They both have wooden legs, and they're both called Peg Leg Pete. And actually, if we look carefully, I think we'll find there's a third Peg Leg Pete. There he is, Peg Leg Pete the third. We've got three pirates, 1, 2, and 3, and of course, where there's pirates, there is treasure. So we have 3 pirates, and we have the treasure. Now it takes 3 pirates to look after the treasure. The treasure is very important, but one of the pirates has to go and guard the ship. So I'm going to put one of the pirates into the ship. here to look after it, because otherwise some other pirates might come along and pinch the ship. So we'll put this pirate in the ship there. There he goes. And we're now left with 2 pirates and the treasure. Now 2 pirates are not enough to look after the treasure. We really need 3. So you're going to help me. Are you going to help me with looking after the treasure? We've got the treasure, pirate 1, pirate 2, and you're going to help as well. But in order to help me, you have to be able to keep your eye on the treasure. So hands up who can tell me where the treasure is. Of course, it's very easy. You can see the treasure chest. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to make it just a little bit more difficult for you. I'm going to take the treasure chest and turn it round. So we've got 2 pirates and the treasure chest hidden from you so you can't see it. Who knows where the treasure chest is now? You all do. Oh, goodness gracious. It's too easy still, isn't it? I know what we'll do. We'll make it a bit more difficult. We'll turn another pirate round like that. So we've turned a pirate round, we've turned the treasure chest round, and we've got another pirate in the middle, and what I'm going to do is mix them up. Here we go. Keep an eye on the treasure, because your job is to help keep the treasure safe. Keep an eye on the treasure. Do you know where the treasure is? Do you know which one is the treasure? I wonder if you do. Who thinks the treasure is this one? Put your hand up. Well, 1 or 2 of you did, but not many. I think you all think that this is the treasure. Let's have a look and see. Well done! You've found the treasure, you've kept an eye on it there. Oh no, it's not. It's a pirate. It's a pirate. It's not the treasure after all. I think we've got too many pirates. I'm going to put a pirate away. Makes it a little bit easier for you. We now know that we've got a pirate. This is where the treasure isn't, so the treasure must be there. But I'm going to turn this pirate around as well. That'll make it difficult. Keep your eye on the treasure. Let's see if you're good at saving the treasure from rogues and villains who are coming to steal it. Which one do you think is the treasure? You think it's this one this time? Okay, we'll turn it around. Well done. You found the treasure. There it... Oh no, it's not. It's another pirate. It's Pegleg Pete III. Goodness, I think we'll get rid of him and just keep 1 card here just to make it really easy for you. We'll turn this card around, mix it up a little bit, and then you're going to tell me, where's the treasure now? You're all pointing at this card, aren't you? Okay, well done. Well, in the end, you did manage to keep your eye on the treasure, and there it is. It's another pirate. We've got 1 pirate, 2 pirates, 3 pirates. 1, 2, 3, and no sign of the treasure. What have you done with my treasure? You're supposed to be looking after it, and you seem to have lost it. Where can you have put it? I wonder where... You didn't put it in the ship, did you? You didn't take it to the ship and hide it away where it would be safe. Did you really? Did you put the treasure in the ship? Let's have a look and see. Let's open the ship, and you're absolutely right. Well done. You may not have known that you were doing this, but you managed to hide the treasure inside the ship. And there it is. The treasure's safe and sound, and the 3 pirates can go home happy because you kept the eye on the treasure and you saved it and kept it safe. Well done. Well, that's all the magic we have for now, but we hope to have some more magic at Bounce, perhaps even in the church, in a little while this winter. So looking forward to seeing you then. Bye for now.